the dominance. Last year made it to the Sweet 16 for the first time since 2019. And we're underway. Purdue. Fletcher, Lawyer have started the last 110 games consecutively for this Purdue team. Here's Lawyer off the feed from Smith. And Jimmy, the way
sprint action behind the basketball for that first triple.
Meanwhile, Denzel Aberdeen will help run the point for Kentucky. They're without their projected starting team in this program. Here's Otega Owe, had a mismatch but gives it up. Shot clock late and a contest.
Defensively, they've got to take a step forward this year. They should do that because of their frontline size they did not have.
Aberdeen won a national title
for Kentucky.
Trey Kaufman-Renn setting the screen. This is a Purdue team with a ton of size. Lawyer with the mid-range. He's third in the country over the last 2 years in combined three-point percentage, better than 44. Here's Owe. He'll launch a three. And good rotate. Lawyer gets free again, but gives it up. Here's Smith again. A little bounce. Trey Kaufman-Renn. Back. Here's Smith. Found a hole. Dumps it off. And reach him. Night 5 times named Big Ten Coach of the Year. Looking to climb that list. Clough goes 1 for 2. And Trevor Noah. Orlando. Shot clock in single digits. Odiabate, transfer from Alabama. Owe with the back cut, got a...
Mark Pope's only had one top 50 defense in his 10 years as a head coach. It's been a big emphasis, Tom, this offseason.
Both teams really in the country. Couldn't believe my eyes in 2-point defense. Here's Smith downhill. Great body control.
Again.
Nice back cut, Trevor Noah into the corner. Diabate with the left in the finish.
Well, he's eligible.
C.J. Cox on the floor for Purdue as Kaufman-Renn, including Trent Noah. Thought Trevor was the new player for a second. Braden Smith leaves that one short. May have gotten tipped. No put again. Here's Aberdeen. Purdue with the switch, and Aberdeen leans in but left it. Some of it we'll see tonight, some of it we won't. Andrea Jelovich is in the game now. And
shot faking you off at 2 feet. Just a crafty, sneaky, tough son of a gun that I believe will be an NBA Player of the Year, Big Ten Player of the Year repeat. Number 3 in black wants to win a national championship for Purdue, which will be their first in school history.
Into the fight. He's got Jelovich guarding him. Smith taking the hole and the fadeaway. The feed out to Chandler. Good recovery by Lawyer initially. And now a 3 for Jasper Johnson.
He was maybe our overall best player in all the other areas.
Purdue has really slowed down offensively, just 3 for 9 from the floor now.
There alone set you up for great offensive efficiency.
And here's their point guard of the future, Omer Meyer. And Meyer lost, so give you stomach issues, and it'll be tough to see the floor. Big Z couldn't resist. Lean in, finish by Jakarta. Jasper Johnson, now they get it nearly to the paint. Chandler launches a 3. Jelovich gets fouled.
He just has a change for Florida when Denzel Aberdeen came in. He kept the flow going, the aggressiveness going. And there's something to be said about bringing a dude in that's one and that. The way this is going, we may be there by December. He told me his hometown has just over 1 million people.
The big on the floor right now, Purdue back after a broken leg last year. Transition 3, and it's good. Their season 10th in school history and made 3s. No whistle on the Aberdeen drive and dish. Good pass underneath, and Moreno finish out of defense. Had Jacobson on a roll for a minute, and now the kiss off the glass. I didn't know if it was going to be a lob or what. Fantastic hustle by Meyer. Purdue on the run, and Harris tied up and gets it to go.
Big.
Don't put effort like that forth in an exhibition game if you don't practice like that.
No doubt. But both teams highly competitive. Both teams want to win.
And now Noah probes. Jelovich shares it. 1 on the shot clock. And so they got to come in the other way. Smith again. And he's missed out on. State broke the bank for a guy who led the American in scoring. Chandler with the rebound off the Noah miss. Here's Otega. And he throws it down with on the trophy. That's just mind-blowing when you think about the history of the Big Ten. Chandler with the good feet inside. Here's Garrison with the slam.
The Purdue basketball just continues year after year. What Matt Painter's concerned with so far in this game is his half-court defense.
Yeah. Otega Owe, preseason SEC Player of the Year at the free throw line. He was a 78% free throw shooter last year.
The ball in his hands just ate it up.
Coppin Wren averaged 2 dimes a game last year. And now in the interior, and a beautiful finish.
Get in game condition and game pressure and physicality, and the film doesn't lie, and Matt Painter's got it.
And now Smith, Coppin Wren, he seemed a little bit hesitant, well, until he finishes.
But I like the starting spot. I don't put a lot of at stake in those preseason polls, and check back after Feast Week when we.
Sun comes up at 10 in the morning, goes down 3 in the day.
What?
Yep, they're in the hill. I told Trent yesterday, I said, you look taller.
Good action.
And a good finish by Coppin. I guess I haven't been measured. They had me at 6'5" last year. I'm 6'5" this year, but
he's grown.
Yeah, I think so. Here's Johnson with the 3. For Johnson. Why not? And Coppin Wren the rebound. Ahead to Lawyer.
They were a small team. This year, I think you're going to see a much more efficient and better transition push by Purdue. Open floor, and it all starts with Purdue's ability this year to grab that defensive glass.
I'm going to guess he won.
I am shocked the number of floaters that Trey Coppin Wren has missed in this game.
Marino on the run and a one-hand. Just 2 for 7 from the floor in this one. Smith underneath. Here's Coppin Wren trying to get a little bit closer.
Great feet. I like the rule change.
Marino with the steal at the end of the half, trying to beat the clock. And he can't quite get it.
I think it should grow to 3 or 4. I think they've got a chance of doing that in the future. But again, you're going to learn more about your team tonight in 2 hours.
In preparation for both programs, and going back a couple of years ago when Matt Painter took his Purdue team to Fayetteville, and when they had Zach Edey.
Good secondary help hands by Kentucky.
Into the corner for a 3 from Aberdeen. And an offensive putback missed at this or injury versus when they will eventually be at full strength. Aberdeen challenged fadeaway off the front of the rim.
He is a big.
Here's Smith. Got a little bit of space. Coppin Wren misses another 2 before. Diabate working inside, had a mismatch with Lawyer and got it to go. Cox gives it up and gets it back with 8 on the shot clock. Cox over Noah from the baseline.
Tough shot. Moments last year. He went on a personal 9-0 run last year against Alabama that literally flipped the game.
Yeah, won it in a 52-second span. Smith guarded by Owe. And then Garrison with the help. And they had Coppin Wren open up the feed.
It all starts with.
Aberdeen gets his step on Cox and broke free.
He's got to. We have to. We know what we're going into at Tuscaloosa. That's why I purposely searched out an exhibition game like this.
Lawyer leaves it short. 6th best in Purdue history. Shot clock at 5. Noah for 3. And it rolls home.
You just got defensively is going to be just a glove in the SEC this year.
Yeah, he had 27 points in that state championship game. And 1 minute in the game 2 of the season.
He's all of 7'4". We're talking about 12 in black on that top block right now.
Wasn't in traffic. He wants to go after the 7'4" sophomore and try to go right through him. Preseason #1 for the first time in school history. Moreno with the lead ties the largest lead of the game for the Cats. Smith.
Trey Coppin Wren just jumps out for no reason and leaves an uncovered roll man in Malachi Marino.
Tonight, but he will have their attention for sure. Playing inside Rupp Arena for the first time since the NCAA tournament in '94.
The link to make guarded shots, and Cam Williams is one of them.
And Lawyers made their last 3. Marino with the slip. Chandler with the blow by.
Turns the corner, no help defense, hand fakes and hand help will never stop a big-time driver. Does not miss. We did a career 40% three-point shooter is Fletcher Lawyer.
Chandler has it rejected by
big with 4 perimeter players, which is what they were last year. I continue to wonder, is Purdue going to play with a crowded, have a lot of eyes on the first month of the season, his offensive flow.
Downhill drive, and Jasper Johnson get to see another team. How much more can you learn when you're facing a different jersey versus all of these scrimmages that you've got on Aberdeen? Aberdeen just running circles into the corner for 3. Wow. Ortega, Meyer around the screen from Jacobson.
Yeah, they just kind of held on last year defensively, but this year they can get stops and be aggressive with it and make plays.
In the last 6 weeks of the season, but they didn't get it done over the entire course.
Yeah, they did not.
Cox left that 3-shot rebound. Tegolwe averaged 5 boards a game last year. Yelovich fouled by Jacobs from UAB. He was one of only 2 players in the country, Cooper flagged the other, to lead his team in all relevant.
They have kept him in check. It's not easy to do, but multiple guys at Mark Pope. Right now it's Aberdeen on him. Whoa. Doesn't get the passing assist. Matt Payne would probably say that's a screen assist to get Trey Kaufman rim to the rim.
Not the music star, but Ken Pomeroy, the statistician, had him 7th best. That is a. Here's Garrison in the paint, and a finish over Kaufman-Renn.
That may have been the best possession. Out of it, takes the hit, gets himself to that free throw line. Really well done by Tenon White.
Garrison, what is getting exposed about Purdue tonight?
Their transition defense, for one, has been exposed.
There it is again. And Kentucky opens its regular season against Nichols on Tuesday, November 4th. Trey Kaufman-Renn has earned a 2nd.
A lot of transition baskets for Purdue in this game.
I want to go back to overreacting to one game, an exhibition.
We've got work to do. And, this is a Kentucky team that's good offensively, potentially great.
As they start playing the Baha Mar tournament down in the Bahamas.
Wow.
Good finish by Mount. Only 2 in double figures. Lawyer no. Yelovich has it ripped away by Kaufman-Renn. 11-point game as we near 3.5 minutes to play. Noah from the logo. Banked it in! Three on 2, Kentucky. Jasper Johnson, another 3. SEC, but I'm sure he worked dozens of games with Terry Weimer over the years. Here's Smith inside to Jacobson.
Oh, man, I love the Big Blue Nation fan base, man. They care about hoops.
Dish to Jacobson.
And they've seen good and they've seen bad and things that have to be worked on, but that's what's so great. Wow, look at this guy, not just a stroke.
Contested 2, good by.
Win a national championship at Kentucky. I'm not saying what.
Oh, what an exclamation point! Diabate came flying in from Tony.
Just what's out of this game? We come in preseason #1, rightfully so. We got knocked around. I got my guys' attention. Although Kentucky won the game.